Kwa majina anaitwa Victor Duor Buoga, a resident of Nairobi, Umoja to be precise. Back like any other Kenyan, I found myself in Nairobi after Form 4 when I came and joined the current Technical University of Kenya, where I did a degree in international relations and diplomacy. So I'm policy governance expert, but if the fate may be, I found myself being where I am today. Like I'm a kinyozi, I'm a babas, but now that is under our current constitution, the new constitution, it guarantees every Kenyan to initiate proceeding. That's the section 2C of the constitutions. Stipulate that anybody can go if it feels or she feels that a right has been infringed in one way or the other. That's why I took the initiative to try and go and let the county know that there was some lapse in the drafting of the constitution, in that there were some conflicting clauses which were guaranteeing the IBC to dismiss some of the candidates who were vying for various positions. And that was, I based my case and sought clarification from the Court of Justice. First, we filed our petition. We served the respondent. The first respondent was the Attorney General. The first application, they told us they have not received. So which to me, it was maybe there was some influence on it that our case was going to be thrown away, but we persisted to be heard. And again, as we know, the cases were many in the court, but as per now, judges are not many to handle those cases. Like ours is now coming barely a month after election, which to some extent has no impact because there are people who are totally delisted. There were those who are not given time to vie based on the argument that we were going to seek from the court. But, ours was on urgency, but it came late. Those were some of the challenges that we got along the way. Again, this was the public litigation, in that we were not petitioning against on behalf of somebody. We were doing out of goodwill for the public to know that there was some error in the constitution. And you know, cases, there must be some fees that you must have to file. So I had to look for lawyers. Some were giving me some figures that I could not raise, but luckily enough, I got one very friendly, but he told me that if this is for the public interest, let's do it. I'll do the pro bono service for you. And that I'll appreciate Mr. Wakili Wakili Stephen Arunda, who was the lawyer for the suit. Our prayer was, first, if you look at the Article 180, subsection 2, stipulate that for one to become a governor, he must have qualified to be a member of county assembly, full stop. And that overrules any dictates, anything which will conflict the provision of the constitution, where we currently have the Election Act, section 2C, which stipulates that a governor, president, or president, deputy governor must have a educational degree to be able to vie for the said post. So that's one of our key pleadings with the court to hear us, because you saw many were knocked out with this provision. And again, another one, there is an infringement of fundamental rights under the Bill of Rights. If IBC as an independent body which was just created under the independent offices of the Constitution of 2010 stipulates that there must be gazettement and there are things that IBC does, but they must do them according to the Constitution, of which, for me, there was some infringement of the provision of the Constitution, and again, the human rights. There were some who were barred from contesting merely because of the qualification, which was not there. They were acting on the Election Act rather than the Constitution, which is the supreme law of the country.